In the lively heart of Atlanta, 28-year-old single mom Tara Jenkins had always been a fan of hip-hop. But Snoop Dogg's music held a special place in her story. His songs played through her childhood, at family cookouts, and even in the hospital, when she gave birth to her son. As a new mother holding her tiny baby, she looked down at him, smiled, and whispered, "You're my little Snoop." Naming her son Snoop Jenkins was not a decision Tara took lightly. She knew people would raise eyebrows, but to her, it was more than a tribute to a favorite rapper. Snoop Dogg represented resilience, transformation, and a sense of cool confidence she hoped her son would embody. The name was a promise, a hope that Snoop Jenkins would grow up proud of who he was. The first few months were tough. Tara worked double shifts at a diner and relied on neighbors and her older sister to help with the baby. But every night, as she rocked Snoop to sleep, she hummed her favorite tracks and imagined telling him someday why his name was special. Her friends joked about the name. But soon, even the skeptical ones couldn't resist Snoop's infectious smile and easy laugh. He became a small celebrity in their apartment complex. Everyone wanted to hold him, take pictures, and teach him to say faux shizzle before he could walk. One day, Tara posted a photo on Instagram, Snoop Jenkins, grinning in a tiny blue tracksuit, holding a toy microphone. She added the caption, "Meet the realest Snoop in Atlanta." The post went viral, picked up by local blogs and eventually, national hip-hop fan pages. People tagged Snoop Dogg's official account, joking that the legend had mini competition. Most thought nothing would come of it. But Tara, secretly, hoped the man himself might one day see her son's photo. To her shock, a message arrived from Snoop Dogg's team just a few weeks later. They'd seen the viral post, and Snoop wanted to meet his namesake in person. Tara laughed and cried at the same time, barely believing it could be real. The meeting was set for a Saturday afternoon at a downtown event where Snoop was hosting a charity basketball game. Tara barely slept the night before, laying out Snoop's best clothes and rehearsing what she'd say. The morning of the event, Tara dressed her son in a fresh tracksuit and made her way to the gym. Fans lined up outside, music blasted from speakers, and the energy buzzed with anticipation. Tara felt her nerves build as she entered with little Snoop on her hip. Inside, cameras flashed, the scent of popcorn filled the air, and the legendary rapper himself was signing autographs near center court. This would be the day her baby's name, and her dream, would become a national story. When Snoop Dogg finally spotted Tara and her son across the gym, he grinned and waved them over, his unmistakable swagger making the crowd part with excitement. "Now, who's this lil playa?" Snoop asked, squatting down so he could meet Snoop Jenkins at eye level. Tara introduced her son, explaining the story behind his name. Snoop Dogg laughed. "You got great taste, mama. And look at this little man. He already cooler than me." The crowd around them cheered, snapping photos and recording videos on their phones. Little Snoop stared up at the rapper, clutching his toy microphone and smiling shyly. Snoop Dogg gently took the baby's hand and started a playful rap, making up rhymes about baby shoes, pacifiers, and growing up strong. The audience erupted in laughter, the joyful energy infectious. Tara watched with happy tears in her eyes. For her, this was a full-circle moment. Her love for Snoop's music had carried her through hard times, and now it was giving her son an unforgettable memory. Snoop Dogg scooped up Snoop Jenkins for a selfie, both of them grinning ear to ear. "You gotta frame this one, mama," he said, posing for the cameras and even letting the baby wear his signature chain for a moment. The event organizers quickly realized the magic unfolding. They ushered Tara and her son onto the court where Snoop Dogg held the baby high like a proud uncle. The crowd chanted, "Baby Snoop, baby Snoop," while the local news captured every moment. After the game, Snoop Dogg sat with Tara and Snoop Jenkins, sharing advice about parenthood, struggle, and the importance of staying true to your roots. He told Tara, "No matter what people say, you gave him a name with love. That's what matters." He signed autographs for fans, but spent extra time with Tara's family, holding the baby and cracking jokes. Snoop's team took professional photos, promising to send them for the family's album. Before leaving, Snoop Dogg gave Tara a gift, a small scholarship fund for Snoop Jenkins, along with a custom baby-sized tracksuit and sneakers. "Startin' him out right," Snoop said with a wink. The photos and videos from the meeting spread fast online, turning Tara's story into a viral sensation. Everyone wanted to know more about the baby named Snoop, and the rapper's heartfelt reaction. That night, as Tara tucked her son into bed, she whispered, "You met your hero today, and he saw you. The world did too." By the next morning, Tara's phone was flooded with messages. The selfie of Snoop Dogg and Snoop Jenkins hit social media like wildfire, with hashtags like Shush Baby Snoop and Shush Snoop Meets Snoop trending nationally. News outlets reached out for interviews, eager to share the joyful story. Magazine editors saw a rare combination of pure happiness, music culture, and generational pride. Within days, Tara got a call from a leading entertainment magazine. They wanted to put Snoop Jenkins and Snoop Dogg on their next cover. Tara could hardly believe it. She dressed Snoop Jenkins in his sharpest outfit for the photo shoot, meeting Snoop Dogg again at a downtown studio. The vibe was playful. Snoop rapped with the baby, posed with Tara, and shared stories about his own childhood and family. The cover photo was perfect. Snoop Dogg holding baby Snoop, both wearing big grins and matching tracksuits. The headline read, "From one Snoop to another, a legacy of love, music, and community." The story inside told of Tara's resilience as a single mom, her choice to give her son a name full of meaning, and Snoop Dogg's genuine embrace of his tiny namesake. Readers were touched by the celebration of roots, culture, and the idea that a name can be both a promise and a blessing. Local businesses offered gifts, radio stations invited Tara for interviews, and Snoop Jenkins received enough free baby clothes to last a year. Even neighbors who once teased Tara stopped by to congratulate her, bringing treats and asking for photos. Snoop Dogg's foundation launched a campaign inspired by the story, encouraging families to share their own stories of hope and pride. The campaign funded music lessons, reading programs, and community events for kids in Atlanta. Tara was invited to speak at local events about single motherhood, resilience, and the importance of believing in your child's dreams. She felt seen, valued, and supported in a way she'd never imagined. Snoop Dogg checked in regularly, sending messages and even a video call on Snoop Jenkins's first birthday. "He got the whole world watching now," Snoop joked, making Tara and her son laugh. The magazine cover, framed in their apartment, became a symbol of what's possible when love and culture are celebrated without shame. Months passed, but the magic of that day stayed with Tara and her son. Snoop Jenkins grew into a happy, confident toddler, recognized on the street as the baby from the magazine. Tara felt proud every time someone stopped to ask about his name. The scholarship fund helped Tara enroll Snoop in a music program at the community center. He showed a knack for rhythm, banging on pots and dancing to every beat. Teachers nicknamed him Lil Snoop, encouraging him to chase his talents. Snoop Dogg's story with Snoop Jenkins continued to inspire. More families reached out, sharing stories of children named for heroes, grandparents, musicians, activists, and the meaning behind those names. The campaign Snoop launched raised thousands for Atlanta's youth programs. Tara volunteered at events, speaking about her journey and helping organize family nights. Snoop Jenkins was always the star attraction, his big smile lifting everyone's spirits. Snoop Dogg stayed true to his word, inviting Tara and her son to concerts and community barbecues. He became an honorary uncle, sending gifts and advice. As Snoop Jenkins grew, the magazine cover was displayed at the community center, a reminder that joy, pride, and love could turn even a simple name into something unforgettable. Tara's neighbors, once skeptical, now looked up to her as a role model. She mentored other single moms, showing them that bold choices and deep love can open doors. As Snoop Jenkins prepared for preschool, Tara reflected on how one small decision, naming her son Snoop, had blossomed into a legacy of community, music, and hope. For Tara and her son, the future felt limitless. They had the support of their city, the encouragement of their hero, and the pride of a story shared across the world. And in every smile, every song, every new milestone, Snoop Jenkins carried the meaning of his name, resilience, joy, and the power to turn dreams into reality.